Hi everyone. You might be interested in what I have to say if you value your time, money, and the lives of the loved ones. My intentions today are to make you aware of the consequences, the death, and what you can do to prevent it from happening that come with DUI, and to hopefully persuade you to not to consider drinking and driving. There's many consequences that come with drinking and driving. Just a few is you can lose your license, you can kill another human being, you can serve time in jail, your insurance rates can go up, and you may pay large fines just because of that one choice you made that one night. Once you're charged with DUI, it could be almost impossible to find a job, and it could hurt your chances for future employment. After the second offense of drinking and driving, the court may issue an ignition interlock device and an 18-month alcohol education program. Many of us want to drink and have fun, but what we fail to realize is that by getting in the car after being drunk, you can harm somebody else's life and not just your own. Driving under the influence is not just a simple choice, but rather it's a life-changing decision that affects you and everybody around you as well. Alcohol abuse among adults represents a significant public health issue in our county. It has been estimated that somebody is killed by a drunk driver every 23 minutes. That just astonished me. And 2 out of every Americans will be involved in an alcohol-related accident at some point in their life. Undoubtedly, the source of immediate concern is the prevalence of teen drinking and driving. It is shown that 14 to 25% of all teens may drink and drive at least once a week, and the percent goes higher for teens who actually ride with people who's been drunk and they drive. There's ways to prevent. They've come up with programs such as the MAD, which is Mothers Against Drunk Driving. They've come up with SHOP, which is students helping other students. They've come up with SAD, which is Students Against Drunk Driving. All these programs show presentations to help you understand the seriousness of drinking and driving. My sophomore year was very memorable for me because that is when it hit me that drinking and driving do not mix. The CHP officer, shop students, mothers all put on this life event, this scenario that never happened, but it shows you the realness of drunk driving. The CHP, the fire department, the ambulance, first responders, the coroner, students from shop class were involved in this real-life event. This was a 2-day event that showed the realities of drinking and driving. They showed students being taken out of class, a crash that involved the firefighters taking the jaws of life to get people out of this mangled car that just been involved in an accident, and actually taking people to the hospital. It showed CHP officers arresting the drunk driver, a few students being airlifted to the hospital. Parents writing letters to their daughters and sons, and parents attending their own son and daughter's funeral. I just can't imagine that. At the end of it all, they actually showed a real person who had been in a real drunk driving accident, and he is now paralyzed from the neck down, and he has trouble speaking. Because of this event, I will never ever, as long as I live, get in a car with somebody who's been drinking, nor will I drink myself. Because I know it's not just my choice, but it's a choice that I make for everybody who's on the road. Alcohol-related accidents are the worst types of accidents and the most common. And more innocent deaths could have been prevented if you just choose not to drink and get in a vehicle with someone who's been drinking. As you can see, drinking and driving can be prevented, and it all starts with the youth in schools and all around the world. The consequences and the possibility of a death of a loved one can be too much, so why take the risk? You shouldn't drive with any alcohol in your system, nor should you drive drunk yourself. Do you want to be in those statistics? Are you willing to risk your life and possibly countless others? Be smart. Say no to drinking under the influence of alcohol. If you don't remember anything I say, I want you to remember one thing, and that is drinking and getting behind the wheel of a vehicle is not a choice that you make, but a choice for everybody as well, because of your world and their world can be impacted in a split second. Thank you, everybody.